With the 50th anniversary of the Allied forces landing in Normandy, SSI takes us on a tour of the other half of World War II with Great Naval Battles 2, Guadalcanal. The game offers numerous options. You choose the level of difficulty, whether to play the American or Japanese side, and where to begin. You can also opt to play a single scenario or the full Guadalcanal campaign. The campaign also has long and short options. The big decisions are made from the bridge of the flagship of a task force. Your map is your key source of information. Even with the grid, distances can be deceiving. I found using the range filters to be very helpful. No sense in getting any closer than you have to. Navigation, and everything else for that matter, is a simple point and click and you're off to make sushi. Your map also zooms in and out so you can see exactly how deep in you really are. From the lookout station, we see that the boys are already pummeling this convoy of Japanese ships. Once orders are issued, most functions can be left on auto, but there is nothing like hurling large exploding pieces of metal at a hapless supply ship. By selecting the main gun station, you can hop into a turret, throw it on manual, and inflict some hands-on damage. As with all view screens, you can zoom in for a close look at your prey. Then it's back to the lookout station to enjoy the fruits of your labors. This time, the Japanese Navy supply the ocean floor with everything needed for a good, wholesome wartime experience. Domo arigato. More fun awaits you in the torpedo room. This is a bit more tricky than lobbing shells, but torpedoes do far more damage. You can formulate your own firing solution or go with the computed recommendation. Torpedoes are also less accurate than shells, so you'll need to be closer to your target. The view, however, is exquisite, and you can savor your victory with a video recording which is available at every lookout station. This poses a moral dilemma. Would a true gentleman inflict further damage on a floundering ship already rendered useless? No, but there are no gentlemen here at IE, so down she goes like a credit card in a software store. Besides, sunken ships make for better number crunching, and the bottom line is points. Don't feel bad for the Japanese, though. They more than made up for it in car sales alone. Now, before we get too maudlin here, let's keep in mind that the enemy can and will do damage to your ships, too. Damage control is about a third of the game. Your damage report shows what's damaged and where. You have water pumps and damage control parties at your disposal, which can only be in so many places at once and can take some time to work, too. Outer sections can be flooded to put out fires or counter listing, but damage can spread quickly, and before you know it, you're out of luck. This particular task force was just plain having a bad shell day, so we turned and ran. And to add insult to injury, the Japanese sent 2 destroyers to taunt us on the way out. The knife. But the misery doesn't end there. When you fail, you get flown back to the base to have coffee and donuts with the boys. Only, there's no coffee and donuts. Just the boys. Great Naval Battles 2 Guadalcanal is a great thinking man strategy game. It's very involving and requires a lot of time to play the full campaign. You will experience a lot of anxiety and frustration. But don't worry, eventually you'll figure out a way to ditch your significant other and get back to the game.